Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for you all. A few of you commented on my Instagram picture and commented down below on my last video saying that you loved this look and that you wanted to see it. So here I am. We are going to be doing, as the title says, a spring glow makeup tutorial. This look, this glow that a lot of people are wearing for spring or are going to wear is so flawless, so easy, so simple, and that's why I love it, because I want you all to have that look where you can go to it, but it's not going to be like this long, dragged out process. I hope you enjoy this video. Comment down below if you would like talk through videos or voiceovers better. I know the talk throughs tend to get a little bit lengthy, but if you like that more, then I would love to do it. So other than that, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so to start off, I'm going to be using this Stila liquid luminizer, and I'm going to be mixing it with my All Made Clear Complexion makeup. This foundation has more of a matte finish, so mixing it with the liquid luminizer is going to give it more of that glow and dewy finish. So I went ahead and applied some foundation on my hand, and the way this luminizer works is it's kind of this like paintbrush. So I'm going to say about 2 big brushes of it, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to be taking, this is actually kind of unsanitary, but we're going to be taking the bottom of a foundation brush or any type of brush you have, and I'm just going to be mixing that, because if I went ahead and just did this with a beauty blender, there would be different parts of the luminizer kind of everywhere, and it would kind of be Next, I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm going to be applying that all over the skin. And actually, when I first did this makeup look the other day, it was actually the first time that I wore it. I was just kind of playing around, and I got inspiration off of Jaclyn Hill's new video. I think, what was that video? Her Q&A video, and she just looked so gorgeous and like glowing, and I was just like, I need that, because winter and just cold weather in general is getting on my nerves, and I just need some glow, and so that's what I did. Now, for those of you out there who have oily skin but still want to be able to have that dewy finish, you can still do it. Don't think that because you have oily skin you can't do it. You just have to be careful with the products that you use that do have that glow and dewy consistency and where you put it. If you put it in the right places, if you have oily skin, and you set the other places that need to be set, then you can have that glowing skin without looking like greasy on your face, if you know what I mean. That's actually one good perk about being dry, because you know, you really don't have to worry about that. You can pretty much add as much luminizer and highlighter and won't look too much. Next step I'm going to be doing is concealer, and I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in NW15, and normally I do my eye makeup first, just because it normally tends to be more dramatic, and then I don't want the fallout to come on my face. But when I say that this eye look is simple, I mean, it is simple. So we're not really going to worry about that. That's kind of why I'm doing the whole concealer and foundation first, but it is up to personal preference. If you always do your eye makeup first, then by means, go right ahead. And I'm just going to put that all under my under eye area, because that is definitely where I need it. Also, I'm going to be applying it on my lids. This is going to be considered as my eye primer. Since, like I said, we're not doing that much of a dramatic look, I don't want to use a totally separate eye primer for that. We can just use a concealer. It does have the crease-proof technology in it, so it's going to work perfectly for it anyways. So if you have any extra left on your fingers, then that will work perfectly. To blend this in, I'm going to be using the other side of my beauty blender. This beauty blender does works with concealer because it picks up all the excess, so it's not going to be cakey under your eyes. but it still leaves enough to give you that flawless under eye. Make sure you get the inside of your eye so there's not just like random products sitting there. You want to make sure it's all blended all the way around. Next we're going to set it, and I know we're going for a glowy finish, but we couldn't leave that concealer on its own. We don't want it to move, and there are a few places that you do want to set, and I will tell you those in just a second. So I am using my Coty powder, the translucent one, and I'm using my Sigma F35 tapered highlighter. I actually use this for my highlighter and my setting powder, so I really do need to get a separate brush for that, but you gotta work with what you got. If you are oily at this point, I would sort of set the sides of your nose, your chin, and your T-zone area. This is just gonna help throughout the day to keep that more dry and not get oily in those places. We're going to be moving on to bronzer. I'm going to be using two. The first one I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is one of my favorites. Smells just like hot chocolate and it's amazing. So I'm not going to be doing like a huge defined contour. I'm just going to kind of go over where I normally contour and just kind of go lightly. So just putting that where my cheekbones are. And the second bronzer slash highlighter that I'm going over that with is the Maybelline Master Highlight. This is kind of like a bronzer but with like shimmer in it. So I'm going to lightly go over that. I kind of love this because of how it makes the contour look. It's just like, just even more glow. So I'm just kind of going over that. This is more of like a bronze color highlighter, so you're just going to get all of those different colors, and girl, you are going to be glowing from everywhere. I'm going to be a little bit putting this liquid luminizer again on the high points of my cheekbones. This is my addicted area of where I put highlighter. You can skip this step of putting the liquid luminizer underneath, but when I say we're going all glowing and dewy, we are going all out. So I'm just going to put that on the high points, a little bit above my arch of my brow. And to blend that out, I'm just going to be using my Beauty Blender once again. To set that with a powdered highlighter, of course, I have to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This is Holy Grail, forever, love. Oh, I can't live without it. So I'm going to be using the middle shade, which is just kind of the lighter color because I do have some color, but not enough to use the tan ones. Just going to use that again on that tapered highlighter brush and apply that right over where I put the liquid luminizer. I know the camera's picking up a glow, but if you guys could see how much I'm glowing in person, it's ridiculous. We're gonna also put it on the bridge of our nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on our chin. As for blush, I'm actually using the Too Faced, it's the Sweetheart kind of blush-ish palette, I guess you could say. The color that I've been using in my recent tutorials have been like that dark rose NARS blush. But for this look, you want more of a lighter blush. You just want like a hint of color on your cheeks. You don't want like a super pigmented blush. So that's why I'm using this color. Finally, we are done with the face, and now we're going to be moving on to the eyes. Okay, as for the eyes, I am going to be using this Victoria's Secret. It is in Provocateur. I'm just going to literally apply that all over my lid. This is not perfect at all. Like, this is pretty much all this eye look is. So make sure you just apply that all over and a little bit above the crease. We are going to be putting a highlight shade on the brow bone, so just leave room for that. But other than that, go crazy with it. Put it all over the lid, and yes. And then after we have that eyeshadow on, I'm going to be setting my brow bone with a Makeup Geek shadow. This is in Vanilla Bean. It's just a light cream shade. It's nothing special, but it's a nude kind of like matte color. That way it doesn't take away from the eyeshadow and it doesn't bring even more shimmer. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear in Definedly Black. I'm going to be applying it on my tight line and also on my waterline. I'm not applying any on my upper lash line, just on the tight line and just on the waterline. And for mascara, I'm using my L'Oreal Voluminous, the original one. Love this mascara, and it is so cheap, so we all love that. Now that we have our mascara finished, I'm going to be filling in my brows. I'm not going to make them too defined, but I'm just going to kind of shape them up a little and, you know, not leave them hanging. After that, we're moving on to our lips. So I'm using the Victoria's Secret lip liner in Soft Rose. And instead of just lining my lips, I'm actually going to line my lips and fill them in all the way. And I'm going to be using my Cream Cup lipstick over it. And it's just gorgeous when you put that all over the lips on the bottom because it kind of gives it that rosy, like a beautiful color. So. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am obsessed with it and I hope you guys are too. It is going to be perfect for the spring season, just with that fresh, dewy, and glowing skin. You do not have to use foundation. If you have great looking skin, throw on some highlighter, throw on some shimmery eyeshadow, and bam, you are going to be looking gorgeous, especially with that tan, glowing skin. So I love you guys so much. Thank you to those who requested this video and commented down below. I love when you guys request new videos. It gives me ideas and I can get them up for you and feel good that you're getting, you know, content that you enjoy to watch. So comment down below any other video suggestions or tutorials that you would like to see. Also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it so we can share it with the world and have more people find it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you in my YouTube family and get to know you even more. So I love you guys again and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!